Hello guys and welcome back to the Pirate Haven Tortage with your host Banto and Game Age Conan as the Barbarian. Today we will continue the single play quest we have done before, and to continue the single play quest we just have to talk to this girl Tina. Yes, we wish to continue night single player, because the night mode in Tortage is always the single play mode. Loading, generating reading content. So we're just gonna get a new quest from our beloved Tina here. To talk with her. Can I get something? Send a letter. It is very important, Tina. Does the resistance not report on me? Pray, what can be done against Mithrell sorcery? We don't really care who the hell leads the resistance. Should we exchange the scroll for the false one? And as I said in previous episodes, guys, if you really want to listen to the music of the Game Age of Conan, go to Groove Shark or YouTube or any other place and listen to it, because it's really great. Knut Auvenstraupen actually won some Hollywood Gaming Music Award for best, I think it was originality. But anyway, we are gonna follow Ulric, and this is another of those stealth missions, really. So the first thing he's gonna do are go to Ulric's little house, where he lives, and do naughty things in his little house. And if you're watching now in late 2012, then you can expect more episodes frequently about Age of Conan and other episodes, because I only have 2 more things this year for school. Swedish 2 and Math 2B. But next year I'm gonna read up Math 3, because I'm going for becoming a game programmer for the future. I actually learned a lot of game programming already, but I'm gonna go to one of those schools to get one of those like certifications that, oh, you have done this. And also, of course, gain a ton more knowledge of creating games and working in teams. So we're just gonna stealth after these guys. Sneaky. Hope they don't see us here. Shh, be quiet, guys. Actually, when you're doing this quest, there are some hints I can give to you with this quest. You probably do not really need to go behind and hide. You can probably just go behind, like, go without hiding, but it will take about the same time. But if you really like want to skip this part, like following him, that's up to you. I think you can actually just run down to the place where you're gonna get the fake scroll. So if you have done this quest before and don't want to do it again, that's one way you can fast pace the questing. But if you're really into the story and never done this before, I would really recommend like sneaking after and doing the things that you should do. But there are some ways to go around and do things faster. So there at Bartle's shop. There we'll probably find a fake scroll. That thing we're gonna exchange for Mithrell's scroll. So just have to wait for them to get away there. Because if we would go now, his guards will actually notice us. If you're too close to someone, then they will notice you. And if you are trying to hide and like go up to someone in bright daylight, well, you're not gonna succeed with that, to be honest. So like when it's day, it's very hard to like do a stealth attack. So that's something to maybe keep in mind if you're playing assassin. You maybe get frustrated. So I actually ran back there, and was a problem because I thought I had to follow him before, but I did not have to do that. So let's just get this scroll here. We'll see like this kind of flamish blue-white flames going up, that's items that you are going to pick up for things to activate. And there are actually some things in this game that are very tiny. Not like in other games where you're like, oh, there it is, this like super big circle, you can click anywhere. But in this game you actually have to, if there is a small amulet, you actually have to click the amulet. No, you can't click it around it, you have to click it. That can be like frustrating sometimes. I know when I played before, you were like, oh, I'm gonna click, no, it's bugged or something. But it wasn't bugged, it was just so tiny area that you can click for it. So let's hand over the scroll to Tina here. Yes, me to be with you. This is perfect. Exactly, take the scroll back. Do you have any final advices for us, Tina? Mithrell uses medical shield to protect your valuable items, so you might have to disable it. So there are one thing in Mithrells Mansion that we have to disable to actually be able to touch that scroll, because she's defending it with powerful magic. And guys, if you haven't missed out, I have one of those new playlists coming up. There are no episodes at the moment, the 4th of November 2012, but there are coming new episodes in a playlist called Ulric's Spanking Adventures, which follows Ulric the Conqueror in his quest at level 80 Kitai and other regions and the future of Dragonspine. Dragonspine, if you wonder what that is, that's one of the new upcoming like adventure packs, and I think it's gonna be really great, a great addition to the game. And Funcom also said that they are gonna release more frequent zones and new quests, frequent dungeons, instead of building like these huge regions all the time, because there are like a demand from a lot of current players that they want faster content. Even if they get like less every time, they want it more frequent. So we will see how it gets when this gets going. If it's a good attempt to do it or not. I really hope it's a good one. But to be honest, if you're starting to play Conan, or like don't really have the best gear in this game, there are actually a lot of time to do different PvE dungeons. There are so many dungeons in this quest, and hard mode modes, raid dungeons. I think it's tier 4 is the maximum at the moment. And the next one will be tier 5 in Dragonspine, I guess. I don't think there are anyone above tier 4 as I'm speaking. So yeah, nice fatality. Oh, I love this. Just punched her face in. There's one thing as you see here, you can't hide while in combat. You actually have to wait. And one thing that I love in this game, actually, when you're gonna go like, oh, I'm gonna take a ride. Well, if you're in combat, you can actually start mounting your mount. Not like in World of Warcraft. No, I can mount, I'm in combat. I hate those rules. But there, of course, this game there's a downside of going up on your mount. Because there is a risk that the enemy will actually kick you off your horse. You'll be lying there and knocked back on the ground for a time. That time they can just stand there and smash you down. And actually I saw very funny things like 2 or 3 years ago, when I were at the Noble District in the Quilonian Sea. Then there were like a level 80, I think it was the Guardian, coming on this nice horse, armored horse I think. And then they just jump up this gang of the like 10 level 20 guys, just ganking him and kicking his ass. That was so funny really. I didn't even thought you could do that, but you could do that before, like came level 80 and you were like 10 level 20, you kick his ass easily. He wouldn't really stand a chance. I don't know how it's now, but that's what it was back then. But a lot of things have changed. I think in a very young patch of this game, you really had so much less HP. Like now you have like, as a tank, maybe between 10 and 20,000 HP at level 80, depending on your gear and your class. But tanks really have that high amount of HP. So we're getting really close to these guys. And if you guys don't like me talking around about other things around what we're doing right now, please just tell me that and I will stop doing that. So let's put Scroll there. She's just sitting there, so she got some demon inside her. She looks all messed up. She's like in a trance or something. Well, she got another level, but I'm gonna expect it later. Yes. Let's leave this place. And guys, if you're playing this game, there are one thing that can be very useful in this game. If you get stuck anytime, just press the, I think it's called dash, like the line bending over a bit, and then just write stuck. Then the game will try to move you if you get stuck in any place. I can guarantee that will happen you sometime, so could be very useful. I'm probably gonna make one of those Age of Conan 10 tips episodes with useful things to know, useful things to do, and might be added to that, but there will be a lot more tips and tricks for improving and getting faster to places, etc. And if you're old school playing Age of Conan and haven't played for a while, there are a thing called veteran points, which you can buy like teleports and stuff to different regions, mounts, and tons of different cool stuff really. So if you're an old player and haven't visited Conan for a long while, you should really go in and check it out and use your veteran points, if you have had a long subscription before. Now we'll get a nice little helm here. I like those, like you're hiding your face almost like a ninja, but anyway, not a ninja. I'm a ninja barbarian. Banto, the ninja barbarian. Goodbye. Good luck. So, get our cool little helmet here, and actually got a new two-handed weapon, so, which is a real nice weapon. But guys, yeah, I actually got this armor before as well, but I'm gonna use this because I think it looks better. But the elephant and Banto says goodbye and have a great day. Banto and the elephant wishes you the best. Cheers. Here's some random guy just hitting my face. Oh, this happened a lot of Age of Conan. Anyway guys, goodbye.